What is up, Phins? Welcome, welcome. Good morning, guten morning. Hit that like button for me. Hit that like button. Thank you guys for coming through. Much appreciated. Get this camera up and going for us. Okay. Hope y'all can hear me. If not, then we gotta maybe figure it out. What's up? Welcome, welcome, guys. Yes, hit that like button. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What is that, Mr. Sean himself, who can't spell? Holy smokes! How you doing, sir? Good morning. Welcome, welcome. Good morning, Nay Nay in the building. Welcome, welcome. Happy Friday. Good morning, Michael K. The Florida Panthers are going to even it out, so relax, buddy, relax, okay? Good morning, Aquavision. Welcome, welcome. Good morning, and happy Friday to you, Miss Phins. Good morning, guys. Aaron really joining the Steelers. Yeah, I can't. I'm telling you, you can't even make it up anymore, man. I can't stand the guy, but you guys already know that I can't stand him. So it's to me, it's like, oh, God, could he be any more of a what is word that I'm looking for? That's the nicest, more self-centered than he already is. Let's put it that way, because God, I can't stand him. I just don't like him. Nothing to do with his personal, beliefs or whatever. I don't care about that. I just I just think he's just so annoying and arrogant, and I'm like, you think you're all that, but you're not. You're really not. You're not. You're a has-been, a one-trick pony. If you guys are Misfits fans, you know I really can't stand Aaron Rodgers. So yeah. But ladies and gentlemen, you know what to do. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Of course, man, I miss you too, dude. Gotta get on. You gotta come on here. So I just dropped the link. I'm gonna make it today. I got a little bit of time. I'm gonna make it a panel day. If y'all wanna come up, great. If you don't, great. I mean, you know what we do. Oh wait, undo. I gotta redo this again properly. Let me paste, put it in. Call in. There you go. Call in. Boom. Now I'm gonna pin this one. There you go. If y'all want to come in, talk to me. What do you think about OTA so far? What you guys have heard and seen? Mm. 1 and 16. You guys are funny. Didn't Florida beat them last year? Yes, we did. We didn't sweep them. It went to 7 games, and I wasn't expecting us to sweep the Oilers this year. It's gonna be a matchup, but there's a reason why the Panthers are there again. We're about to repeat as champions, and you know what? Champions, they know how to deal with adversity. So shout out to the Florida Panthers, who are going to win tonight and even up the series 1-1. We just got to get that one, away, and we will. Take care of the ones at home, and then that's it. You know what I mean? Whoa. Joe. Uh, I can't put that on there, man. And then this right here. Thank you, Aquavision, because I did want to talk about that. I know we're a Dolphins channel, guys. We talk NFL, but we talk sports too. Like, come on. And holy smokes, if you didn't watch game one of the NBA Finals, I don't know what to tell you. You gotta go back. Go back and watch game one. The whole time I'm like, oh God, I was, oh my Lord. The whole game, I was like, oh God, I can't even watch this. Such a horrible, such a horrible, like situation going on right now. Yes, I'm going for the Pacers. Call me whatever you want to call me. I don't care. Um, I'm going for the Pacers. I like the underdog stories always. Don't like the Knicks. Yay, yay. I don't like OKC and Shea or SGA, whatever his name is. Um, what he flopped himself to the MVP. So I could care less about that team. Um, it's all about Indiana. Let's go. Now, as far as yesterday's game, I'm gonna quickly break it down for y'all because I feel like if you didn't watch it, you have to watch it. But I gotta put it. This is game one NBA Finals. Pacers won. Oh, if you didn't know, the Pacers won. Sorry if I ruined it for you. But I gotta talk about this because this is important. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, the entire game, I have to give it up to OKC. They had a relentless defense. I'm talking active hands. Whenever any Pacer player crashed down to whenever any Pacer player drove into the paint, you had three or four guys crash down to him and meet him in the paint. It was nothing but um, trying to get the ball at all times. And for me, it was so much defense where I was kind of shocked because I'm like, you don't see defense like this in the NBA anymore. It's one of the reasons why I can't stand watching it. It's just so everybody's just shooting threes. Like that crap is boring to me at least because I remember growing up as a kid with watching me and my brother watching it with my dad, like, and it's like it's never what it is here. Um, but if you looked at it, I was holding my breath the entire game. The entire game I was holding my breath, man. And the thing is, if you don't know how the teams are set up, you have the Pacers who are they have a couple stars really in Pascal Siakam. They got Halliburton, obviously, Naismith, but they're not really stars like that. Like Hallie is probably like their main star, and Siakam. But other than that, it's just they the Pacers win by committee. They win with the entire team. It's a full team effort. You're not gonna have a guy go off for 40 or multiple guys go off for 30 all the time. Will it happen once in a while? Yes, but they beat you with the entire team. But they're relentless and they don't stop till the clock hits 000 in the fourth quarter. And holy smokes, man! No matter what the Thunder did, it didn't face the Pacers. They kept just keep shooting, trying to get rebounds, trying to force turnovers, and at the end of the day, they it, the Pacers only led point 0.3 seconds the entire game, and Hallie with the midi. Man, I screamed so loud. I was like, no way, this can't be. Again, this man did it again. Oh, smokes, man. They have enough depth and they are well coached. The Pacers, absolutely. I agree 1000%. And I like that you say depth because they really do go to their bench. They really do go to their bench. So for me, i- i- every other series they played in these playoffs, you see that the Pacers will play the entire 48 minutes. A lot of teams they take off, they try to slow down the pace just to catch their breath or whatever. No. Now, one thing that did get me nervous in the first quarter, it was going up and down, up and down, up and down. I mean, the Pacers had like 18 turnovers in the first quarter. In a game, that's already bad. But in the first quarter, I mean, I think they ended up it being 28-6 in a turnover battle. Like OKC got 28 turnovers from the Pacers, and the Pacers only got 6 from OKC. Now, granted, the OKC didn't really score that much from those turnovers, which is a good thing. But at the end of the day, it was insane. The level of peskiness in the defense for OKC, I'm like, yeah, we're this is not looking good. I'm like, we're not about to win. And I told my because we have a family friend. I'm like, bro, Pacers in 6. Pacers in 6. I said it. He's like, you're gonna be the only one saying that they're the super underdog. I'm like, okay, cool. Pacers in 6. Like it's not. I've seen them find too many ways to win these series, these playoffs. That holy smokes. Especially to win and to like come out. You know what I mean. Like to. I'm still like stunned. I love it. One thing that I will credit SGA for, he didn't flop as much in this game. I think he played a pretty good game actually. He had I don't want to say quiet 38 points, but it's not really quiet. Um he had around yeah, I think it was 38 points that he ended up scoring. I was like, but they weren't flashy. He didn't really actually he actually played basketball, and I'm like, wow, this. I'm trying to give him credit, and then the other guy, the OKC fan, he's like, yeah, I know. I'm like, so are you saying that SGA needs to flop more in order for them to win? Like, I don't get it. But he didn't flop. He didn't flop as much. He did have one that I was like, bro, really? But no, I give SGA props. He didn't flop in this game. He actually put his head down and played basketball. And it made it more enjoyable for me. And man, I'm not gonna lie, even OKC does have a lot of depth too because holy smoke. Chet coming in, giving them some really good minutes, not getting as many not getting as many points for them, um or even rebounds, but he was still gave them really good minutes in defense in my opinion. Uh Hadley is who Tyler Hero thinks he is. Tyler Hero is also younger, so maybe Tyler Hero got to grow into Halliburton. I will give this to Hallie. There isn't an end game He is the definition of clutch. There isn't an end game situation that he's not afraid of. He's like, give me the ball. His team believes in him. They want to give him the ball in those situations. My brother was screaming the entire time, call a timeout, call a timeout. And I'm looking and I'm like, 8.3 seconds, 7.9 seconds. And I'm like, the time is coming out. They're not calling that timeout, bro. I'm like, well, you gotta get the Hallie, and that's what they did. Dribbled on the court, had double team. Then you had which I can't stand him, Caruso, kind of come off that double team to try to crash down to catch the rebound if need be. and it just gave Hallie just enough room for him to pull up for the meaty, and bow, and put it in. And I was like, holy smokes, that play. Hey, way to trust your teammates. Way to trust your team. You know what I mean? But okay, okay, okay. People are like, you gotta talk about other sports. And I agree with you. One of the main reasons, well, I just can't stand soccer, period. I can't. I don't like soccer, period. Unless it's the World Cup or the Olympics. But this is one of the main reasons why. All they do is flop everywhere. That's where LeBron James and all these people got it from. I'm like, I can't stand it, dude. I can't. Um, but yeah, I just had to talk about it. What a game. You got to watch it. I'll tell you this, OKC, man, I'm nervous. That's a really great defense. It really is, really pesky. And I don't know. I'm nervous for game 2. I am. I expect OKC to win this game. I expect OKC to win this game. If Pacers win it though, Pacers in 5? No, I'm just kidding. I still have it Pacers in 6, but it is what it is. On the other news, ladies and gentlemen, yes, game 2 for the Stanley Cup Finals. That is tonight. You can watch that between the Edmonton Oilers and the Florida Panthers. Oh my gosh, Miss Fans, you're talking about everything but football. Give me a break, guys. It's the off season. Not much to talk about. I know we gotta talk about OTAs in a second, but I gotta give y'all a little bit of update too. It's kind of nice to talk about something else. Edmonton won last minute. I was very upset. It was a good play though. In overtime, what pissed me off more about the overtime goal that Edmonton got was the fact that there was only like 12 seconds left. I'm like, we couldn't hold for a second overtime. Are you kidding me? Oh my god, I was pissed. I was pissed, man. They don't know hockey, just bandwagon. Oh, be quiet, JC. Okay. But anyways, yeah, it was a good matchup. I don't know what's going on. I did notice one thing in game 1, Panthers Oilers, that Oilers definitely came out attacking a lot more aggressively. That's one thing I noticed. Um, they attacked more aggressively early in the game. Um, and they definitely had a lot more shots on goal than we did. That's something that we need to clean up. As far as what do you call it? For the Panthers, I mean, I think the lineups that we got within the first, second, third, and fourth line, I think they're fine. We just gotta get the puck moving. It can't get stuck. And as far as game 1 is concerned, I like that we didn't give up. Um, we were still attacking. Um, but man, that last one that what do you call it? That last one that Edmonton did to tie the game to take us to overtime. I don't want to question Bobrovsky, but I want to question him too. And even that overtime goal that Edmonton got, I mean, he was standing up. Uh, and usually when Bobrovsky, if you're watching him defend the goal, he still got, even if he's standing up, he's slightly hunched over to kind of give you kind of like that kind of angle with his pads on his legs. He still uses his stick to cover that middle, but he didn't in that last play. And I'm like, get your stick down. Like, what's going on? And then you see the puck being thrown, and it just goes right in between the legs. And I'm like, God, come on, bro. You gotta do better than that. Granted, game 1, we lost. It's okay. Um, we just gotta get 4 more wins. That's it. However they come, and if we got to battle till game 7, we got to battle till game 7. It doesn't matter. Personally, I don't want no game 7. Panthers in 6. We have to finish this at home. It don't matter how we do it, but we got to finish this at home. Um, but yeah, I feel extremely confident that the Panthers are gonna win back to back Stanley Cup wins. That'll be awesome. God, I can't wait. My champs. Can you imagine Florida, the southernmost state? Wait, because if not, you can't see it. Well, the southernmost state in the union is back to back Stanley Cup champs. Oh, that'll be amazing. And I can't wait. That'd be awesome. So there you go. Now let's go into OTAs, ladies and gentlemen. We got pranksters in the building between Waddle and Brewer Man switching jerseys, kind of threw people off for a second. I'm like, y'all are funny. That was super adorable. I mean, hey, they're having fun. I like that. That was good. You know what I mean? You don't want to be a hard ass either. Um, but overall, one thing with OTAs, well, mini camp is coming up, and then after that we have a break. Then we have training camp. Training camp is usually towards the end of, middle slash end of July, all the way up to August, and then the seasons, preseasons in August, and then it starts. That's another reason why I needed to be in June. I just realized something. Okay. The Miami Dolphins, we have a lot of players we're looking into. Um, and there's a lot of matchups that we have to consider as well, both offense and defense, especially, with going into training camp. We got to see how, because this is where I'm at. I don't think this offense is going to be, I don't think this offense is going to be putting up points like that. I really don't. Um, with the weapons that we have and the weapons we'll end up keeping, I don't see us being, I think we'll be more middle of the road, kind of anywhere from 15th or 18th when it comes to putting up points for this upcoming season. It's just the quality of players that we had prior to, and then now, obviously we don't know what they're going to be until they actually end up being on the field. But even with OTAs, I just don't. I don't think this offense is going to be out. They're going to be putting that many more points than what they did last year. I think if anything, we'll probably reach the same amount of points we averaged last year per game, which, if I'm not mistaken, was around 20 points per game. One thing that we will need from this team is going to be our defense to step up even more to try to keep the opposing teams under 20 points. And if the main focus from what Weaver wanted to do, which is to actually get turnovers this season, then those turnovers that we do get, where we're able to give our offense extra possessions, some of those turnovers might need to equal pick sixes or fumble recoveries, or that turn into touchdowns, because I think this offense is going to need a lot of help from the defense. A lot of help. Now, with that being said, who do we have in our secondary? because we have a lot of young guys, which is good. They're gonna get opportunities to play and showcase. Sorry, excuse me. They're gonna be able to play and showcase what they have. You know what I mean? That's always a good thing. But in this secondary, we just don't have. We have guys that are backups in other teams, in Iffy and Ashton as our safeties, our starting safeties. We've got backups as our backups. We don't have any true, like, real starters in the safety position. Not really. We got backups that got, opportunity. That's it. They're getting an opportunity to start. And in the corner position, we have what? Ramsey, who's literally out the door. He's not gonna want to come. He's not. He wants to go, right? Between him and McDaniel is what's that word in in un un unreconcilable? Oh, right? Is that it? Um, that's not good. And then opposite of Ramsey, we have what? A second year Storm Duck, love the name. But he didn't he saw the field. He wasn't, out there starting either. So you got guys that are in their second year trying to get into their NFL bodies and trying to build that NFL body and confidence and things like that. You got the other one, Ethan Bonner, obviously. Patrick McMorris, that we didn't even get to see last year. Bonner barely saw him if we did. These are guys that are, really young that I want to develop. So don't get me wrong, I want to develop. Not having Ramsey though, you got to have at least one veteran that you can really feel. And Cam Smith has been a massive disappointment for me for the last few years. Oh, he's a what is it? Special teamer, Miss Fitz. Da, 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 da. That doesn't do anything for me. Him being a special teamer doesn't do anything for us. I mean, it does, but you know what I mean. Like, okay, cool. That's not what he was drafted third in the third round for, to be a special teamer. And I haven't even gotten to the linebackers. I'll get there in a second. But right now, the secondary, we are real thin. We are real thin. So with these OTAs, and when you're looking at the videos and stuff, oh, here's a catch, here's a, you know what I mean? Great. That's what you're supposed to be seeing, which is good. Nobody's really going 100% out there like that. But it almost makes you, excuse me, it almost makes you think, with the amount of help this offense needs in this defense, can we ever get that secondary up and going? I know by committee, I get it, but that's gonna be really tested this year. And I'm a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous. And I love defense, but I'm a little nervous with that one. Is that considered decent? Is Howie Roseman? Howie Roseman. Ah, geez. Oh, Lord. Now, when it comes to the linebacking core, I actually like our linebackers. Tyrell Dotson, man, he played so good last year. I was very happy that we signed him again. Very, very happy. Jordan Brooks, the same thing. I was like, okay, good. We got some guys that, they're going to be year two now with Weaver's year two. So they're going to be able to to add to that. You know what I'm saying? Very happy about that. Um, Quentin Bell, another one that I'm glad that we I think he'll make the 53-man roster. Very happy about that. Obviously we're gonna be getting Phillips and Bradley Chubb back. Um, we gotta see how those guys end up being ultimately. That's where we're waiting for. Now, a linebacker, we got Chop Robinson. I told you yesterday I expect 15 sacks from him. Don't be mad. That's what I expect. You need to live up to your draft pick, which was 21st overall, sir. I expect 15 sacks. You were on your way. Let's get it. A player I'm waiting for us to see and actually get some touches is Mo Camara. Look, I think that, with more touches, I think that he'll be good for us. Young guy, and if we were can develop him, that's another really good guy that I could see coming in and giving some breathing room for these guys. So those are the ones that I think. Well, we know Chop is making it, but if you gotta go, like Quentin Bell's making it, in my opinion, Mokamara's gonna be making it. KJ Britt will probably end up making it. But why? I mean, Channing Tindall Tyndall, another guy drafted in the third round, and all he's doing is just what do you call it? Just special teams. It's like when is this? How many more DCs have to take a look at Channing Tindall and not think that he's good enough for him to actually be in the defense? What's up? Click and a view. The Finns got a chance. OTAs look good. OTAs, they're gonna end up looking good. Nobody's going at 100%, obviously. Not everybody's there. Mandatory mini camp starts next week, where the players end up getting fined. You know what I mean? Like every day you miss, the fine just keeps getting higher and higher, which kind of lets you know is Johnu gonna show up? Is Ramsey gonna show up? Is um Zeeler gonna show up? Are those guys gonna show up? Well, nice to see you. Clicking the view. Welcome, welcome. Now, what's up, Nene? Great question. As far as update for the Ramsey trade, the team right now that's being floated out there from what I saw last was actually the Cowboys. Um, but one thing that I keep hearing is the league knows Ramsey wants out of the Dolphins. So if the league knows that Ramsey wants out of the Dolphins, and see, once he wants out of the Dolphins, teams don't want to pay what they're gonna have to pay because remember they also have to take his contract too. Now, granted, we're gonna save some money. You know what I mean? Um, but they still have to take his contract. So not everybody is super excited about having to take on his contract too, because he's still got a couple years um more in his contract. Another team that is really rumored for him is the Rams. The Rams really, are interested in him. They should be interested. But again, he's making $20 million a year. That is a lot of money for a team to pick up, especially now that they just most teams have already signed their draft picks. You still have to account for injuries going into the season. Granted, is he worth the $20 million? Is he actually, uh, somebody that you could put in there and kind of plug in and play? Yes. But the thing is, teams really, they're not in a rush because they know they can wait out. From my understanding, the Dolphins won at least a first round pick. That's my understanding. They might consider maybe a second round pick and another, maybe 2 seconds or maybe a second and a fourth or something like that. The stickler is that he's still making $20 million. That's gonna hit teams cap hard. Another thing too, even if they do rework his contract, to try to lower the cap hit for this year, he's still getting up there in age. Like it's not like he's 24. Now I think he's still in his prime, in my opinion, where he's still got at least 3 more solid years of his prime. But beyond that, do you want to extend him over? Because I think he's still got about 2 years. I think he's still got about 2 years. It's 2025, 2026. Actually, I haven't. Let me pull up his contract. What is his contract? Uh, LMC. Here it is. He's got. I'll pull it up here for us real quick. His cap hit for 2025 is $16.6 million. Let me share my screen real quick for us so y'all can see this too, because I love to show you guys. Let me share my screen. Okay. So you see here, Ramsey, he's 30. Can he play till 32, 33 and still play at a high level? In my opinion, I think he can. He's had some injuries, but he's kept his body pretty well. Now, he's got a cap hit of 16. Let me make sure y'all can read this because let's see. Let me zoom in. Hold on. Hold on. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Okay, let me. Wow. I don't know why this is not. Let me put it this way. Okay. Much better. Okay. There we go. Oh, gosh. Sorry, guys. Just bear with me. Uh, there you go. That should be good. Right? Yep. There you go. Y'all can see it now. So uh, here is his cap. He signed a 3-year, $72 million, average 24 mil a year. That's still a lot of money. He's a free agent in 2029. So if you were to rework his contract, you still gonna have him, but it's still a lot of money for these teams to come in and take. That's one of the reasons why, you know, a lot of teams are like, yeah, he wants to leave you guys. And you know what? We can afford to wait. Rams want him back. They're probably between them and the Cowboys are probably the main teams that do want him, but I don't think, and he's due for $25 million this year by us. That's a lot of money. A lot of money. Because it is post June 1st, we can save some of that money, which is a good thing. But it's still a lot of money. It's a lot of money. So if they were to go ahead and want to take him, they're not in any rush because they know he's trying to leave Miami. Guys, hit that like button for me if you haven't done so already. It's a great way for you to help the channel and support the channel. 100% free. And it really does help. So please, if you haven't done so already, hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Of course, thank you so much for that. I hope that kind of answered your question. Um, Teams are just holding out. Even if a team did reach out to the Dolphins, they know that they can hold out because he wants to leave. See, if nobody knew that Ramsey wanted to leave, let's say it wasn't out there and so obvious, then it gives Miami an opportunity like, hey, listen, we might be interested in perhaps, making a trade and blah, blah, blah. And things are like, man, you're really open to letting him go? I mean, we'll keep him, but, right now for what we're doing, we might be able to, maybe make some moves. You want him? This is what we want. But because it's out there, nah, this is horrible for the Dolphins when it comes to the trade for him. Horrible. Horrible for the Dolphins. So now it's like, okay, yeah, you want to trade him, you want to get the most, but we don't have to trade him. Now, one thing I suggested was maybe we don't trade him now. Maybe it's okay, you want to sit out, keep getting fined. You know what I mean? Like that's fine. Trade him by the trade deadline. There will be a team who's gonna be competing, who's gonna need, more bodies, who will probably end up needing a corner, a really good corner that they can believe and trust. He could be that guy. And I think that that'll be a better position for the Dolphins to be in. Um, where it would allow him to go ahead and go to another team, but they'll still be able to get, what they're looking for. A click in the view says, I sub just because I see all the AFC East in your chat. Spectacular. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, we it's a Dolphins channel, but everybody's welcome here, man. That's what we want. We want everybody here. What's up, Phins Sammy? Sammy, welcome, welcome. Hey B, welcome. Good morning. If you had a time machine and a clipboard, would you go back Coach Flores at his time and draft Herbert over Tua or stick with history and wish for fewer injuries? I can tell you're new to the channel, so I'm so glad you asked this question. Listen, I'm a huge Flores fan. Uh, I don't even think we would have drafted Herbert. I think the play was Justin Love. That's what he wanted. But what he wanted was let's get our linemen, let's get our offensive linemen. I forgot who it was. I don't know if it was Worth or I think it might have been Worth. Let's get our offensive linemen, and then at our seconds, we had 3 picks that year. Let's get our offensive linemen. Let's get our quarterback in Jordan Love. Let's get a weapon I think it was we picked what 5, 18, and 21, if I'm not mistaken. I think that was a 3 or 24. It was 5, 18, 24. Get our offensive lineman at 21, quarterback at 18. And even if we needed to move a little bit, we could have. It wouldn't have been that big deal. To move up to like let's say 15th to go get him. Um, and then get an offensive weapon for him. Right. That was the play. That was the move. That's what the Dolphins, in my opinion, uh, Brian Flores wanted. I wanted Brian Flores. He gave us stability. It's exactly what I wanted for me. After having Adam Gase, where we were the most undisciplined team, the most penalized team in the league. I wanted Flores, somebody that has experience in winning championships, has a system, is coming from a system, can establish its own system, give us some structure. It's exactly what I wanted. But it doesn't always work out that way, unfortunately. Shout out to Nene with the $5 donation. Oh, thank you. Girl, every dollar helps out so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Miss Phins, for all the Miami Dolphins content. My pleasure. Hey, you keep at it. I know you're in law school still, right? So I don't think you graduated yet, from my understanding. But if you did, congratulations. If you didn't, keep trucking. Because if you did, great. I'm sure you're studying for the bar. If you didn't, you probably got a couple more classes. Keep at it, girl, because you're awesome and an inspiration. And I know you're gonna be kicking some names and kicking butts and taking some names. So thank you for that donation. Oh man, I appreciate you. Um, but yeah, that's where I'm at when it comes to it. What's up, Freddie? Welcome, welcome, buddy. Good morning from Tallahassee. Ooh, okay, from the capital. Let's go. Let's go. AB says, per Omar Kelly, Flores said he would not coach Herbert. That's fine. Herbert's a different type of quarterback. Again, from all the reports, he wanted Jordan Love. Jordan Love, after sitting behind, Rodgers for a few years, now got the opportunity, in that first opportunity to lead his team. He wins his first playoff game and gets his team to the second round, to the divisional round. Like, come on, man. Eh, that's that's awesome. I don't know about it, but hey, AB said, yeah, I could trust AB. We'll see. I graduate with the first part of my degree next spring, doing my internship now. That's awesome, Nene. You keep at it. You keep at it. You keep at it, because I know you're gonna be amazing at it. And you know what? You're inspiring a lot of people, because a lot of people think just because maybe you didn't go straight to college right after high school. You took the military route, or you went into a regular career, and then you're considering going back to school or whatever. That if you're older, that it's kind of taboo, but no, it's not. Like, no matter what age, I just met somebody who just graduated high school, and they're in their 40s. They never got to graduate high school. Life happened. They ended up getting out of high school, and working for years, obviously. And then now finally they just celebrated them graduating their high school, and I'm like, oh my god, that's so amazing. Like, you're never too late, to pursue what you want. So yeah. Absolutely. Keep going, Nene. Exactly. Like, you keep at it, man. You're doing awesome. What's up, Mr. Polk? Welcome. Good morning, Miss Fins and Fins family. Sorry, late. Busy morning. No worries, sir. No worries. You can catch the replay, sir. Uh, but yeah, like it's gonna be interesting with this trade for Ramsey when we do it. I still think because we haven't seen it yet, I personally think it's gonna end up being within season. It could be right before the season happened. Obviously, we don't really know, but I have a feeling Dolphins are trying to get maximum um maximum compensation for him. You know what I mean? And I think that we're gonna have to wait till there's a team that's thirsty out there who's injured, who's probably gonna be like, "Hey, I do need this trade. Let's make it happen." And I think that that's probably where we're at right now. Nene says, "I just spoke on the floor of the House of Representatives here in North Carolina, the homelessness situation here in North Carolina. So I'm really not as available, but love the show. Of course, Nene. That's awesome. Like, uh, look at that. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, your next congresswoman. You never know. You never know. You know what I mean? But that's awesome to say. I'm glad that you're following your passion and your dream. That's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And keep at it. And thank you for showing love for the team and for the show. It really does help out so much. I really appreciate it. Um, but there you have it. For that's for the Ramsey. Now we gotta think about who else, and we're getting ready on time. But I came in like 5 minutes late, so I'm gonna give you an extra five. Zach Sealer. That's the other guy that we gotta watch out for. Like, what are the Dolphins gonna do? Are they gonna trade for him? Uh, are they gonna give him the extension? He's making about like 10, 11 mil a year, but he's outperformed the contract he's had. And the thing is, this is where I see it. If I'm the Dolphins and I'm trying to build for the future, I understand trying to acquire assets to try to get more draft picks and things like that, but you can't be 100% in the draft. You have to have some veteran presence. I think Zach Sealer is the ideal, most textbook player you can have as one of your core pieces for that veteran presence that you need, that these young guys that you're getting, that we got already, but that young guys are getting, to be able to shepherd them into the NFL. For me, I think it's extremely vital. This is a Robert Hunt kind of situation for me, where we should have paid Robert Hunt early, but we didn't. Okay, fine. We should have replaced him, and we still didn't. Okay, look at what happened last year. Let's not repeat that mistake. We're not paying him $40 million a year. That's not gonna happen. He knows he's not gonna be getting no $20 million a year either. He's outperforming his contract. He signed his extension already, but he's only got one more year. That's it. I think if I'm the Dolphins, I've got a guy that I've developed, grown, and I know he not only can he play at a high level, he can play at a high level with multiple different types of guys around him. You have to pay this man. He is your anchor to that D line. Zach Sealer is the anchor to your D line. And you got now the youth on top of that too, by getting Kenneth Grant. You got the youth as well by getting even Benito Jones, who's also still a younger guy. You still got Benito Jones as the youth. You still got what do you call it? The opportunity to have that core. to help rein in and transition those younger guys. You can't have the blind leading the blind. You gotta have some sort of leader on the field. It's not just coaches. It's not gonna happen. You have to have veteran presence too. So Zach Sealer is the ideal guy of you have to pay this man. Now, within reason. But if we can go ahead and extend him, give him an extension, I can see him being part of the next regime, whatever that is. And have him really take these younger guys underneath him, specifically Grant, if I'm gonna be honest with you, and help elevate those guys. It'll lower your cap hit for now, which is what you need. You need some cap flexibility. You do it with this guy. You know, he's already proven to you multiple times a year. He's the most consistent player you have playing at a high level. He's the definition of you pay this guy. He was making 10, 11. Bump him up to 13, 14, whatever his guarantees are. Give him a little extra, give him a little more, because he's the one that's going to help you transition for that next level. And then he makes a good point here. If you don't pay Zach Zealer, what are you saying to a guy who works hard? Availability isn't a question and not an off field distraction. Exactly. How are you going to attract other veterans that you're going to need in other positions when you're telling them kind of like the Janu situation that you're dealing with right now, where you say, "Yeah, come here for a year, on a prove it deal, and then we'll take care of you," and then you don't take care of them. Then you don't think players talk? Players around the league are gonna be like, "Yeah, don't go to Miami. Yeah, you're gonna get that 1 year. That's it. Don't go to Miami. Not worth it. Not worth it. You're not gonna get a contract. You're not gonna get an extension. You're not gonna get what they promise you. Not worth it. So why waste your time in Miami? They're going nowhere. And then when you do have young guys, young core, where you do draft them or you bring them in UDFAs or whatever, and they work hard and they work out. Thank you so much. You've earned the right to be a free agent. It's like you don't believe in loyalty. Okay, cool. So why should I be loyal to you? I just I'm just saying. Make another great point, Nene. Zach should have to pay for the years of mismanagement of money from this organization. Exactly. It's not his fault. We really did bad when it came to managing the budget, if we're gonna be honest. We did. We did bad managing the budget. And I think the straw that broke the camel's back, which I spent all off season saying it, and I said it and I said it. We don't need to pay anybody. We don't gotta pay Tua. Let him play on a 5th-year option. We don't have to extend Ramsey or Tehran or Chubb or Tyreek. They're all under contract. Let the team play again another year under that contract. If we didn't pay Tua and he was playing in his 5th-year option, and we didn't pay or extended all these guys that were already extended. That's the part that pisses me off. I get the Waddle signing. He's young, future. Let's go. I get the Sealer signing. Young, future. Let's go. Besides those two, nobody else deserved the money. Nobody else. So you wasted all that money to not have those guys in the team a couple years later. Why? Nobody would be caring about the Miami Dolphins situation right now if Tua had played in his fifth year option. Because I guarantee you this, if he would have been in a prove it deal, somehow he wouldn't have made somehow he wouldn't have put himself in a situation to get injured or missed so many games. Maybe he would have elevated his game again. Maybe he would have played 15 out of the 17 games. Maybe he would have been back to back number one offenses, number two offense. Ooh. To prove that he was worth it, either to us or to a different team. That's how you do that. The Baltimore Ravens did it with Lamar. And who are we to do it with this guy that has been the most inconsistent piece you've had since you drafted him? Like, are we serious? If Tua would have given us what he gave us last year, missing 6 games and all the extra stuff, and he was in his fifth year option, thank you, Tua. You've earned the right to be a free agent. Or sign and trade. You want Tua? We'll put a tender on him. You want him? You gotta give me a first. I gotta get something back for this guy. Give him a tender. Tender him. I'm not gonna franchise tag him. Tender him. You can tag and trade. Tender him too. And then it's like, okay, we saved all this money by not repaying all these guys. Look at the cap space we have. We still got our draft picks going into this draft. Yes, I'm talking about Tua, Mr. Polk. We still got a draft pick going into this draft. All our draft picks going into this draft. We could have gotten off of Tyreek, be like, hey, y'all want him? We are retooling. Y'all want him? Here's Give me a first, and then he's all yours. Here's Ramsey, because guess what? Those guys would have been in expiring contracts where they could have reworked those contracts with the new team. It would have been cheaper for them. Oh, sorry, excuse me. It would have been cheaper for them. So, okay, you know what? I don't mind giving you a first. I don't mind giving you a first. And then let's say we tag and trade Tua. It's like, yeah, give me that first for Tua. You need a quarterback. I got you a quarterback. Let's go. You could have gotten rid of Ramsey, give him, get him out of here, get the most out of him. Give me a second for him. Give me a second and a fifth. I'm fine. A second and a sixth for Ramsey. Let's go. Boom, you got him. Pick up even more pieces for this draft that just happened. Take Tyreek, take Ramsey, take Tua, tag and trade. You know what I mean? We would have had even more assets. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Click. Even more assets. Where who's to say? Dolphins were. We were at 13th. Who's to say we couldn't package those? Couple extra first, couple extra. Um, what do you call it? Seconds and moved up even more. Hmm? Now we got what we want, what I wanted, anyways in the first. But we could have moved back into the first again and get another guy, and we would have still had all this cap space, all this money in the bank to be able to go ahead and make some moves. Okay, so we got rid of our number one corner. We're gonna go out here in free agency and let's get some guys. Let's take a look at some guys. We, let our number one wide receiver, but it's okay because we already signed his backup. We already had his backup here. Waddle is Tyreek's replacement, anyways. Let's add in a couple other guys that we can use as weapons. You know what? I got Jonu. He did good for me. Maybe I can slide him a couple extra dollars. Let's keep him in as a safety blanket for the quarterback that we have. Oh man, we don't got a quarterback. Yeah, we do. We got Zach Wilson, okay, but we're about to draft. Let's draft us a quarterback. You know what I mean? Like we could so many outs that we had after the 2023 season that you're almost like you see it, you talk about it, and it's like we're so blind, so blind. And even so, what's up, Fin Posse Podcast? Sorry, man, I wasn't even looking at I'm on a different screen. We haven't spent money this off season, so I believe this is the start of a rebuild. Yeah, exactly. Um, so thinking about that, man, even if we didn't use money this off season, we would have had even more money to be able to use. Um, what's up? I get it real quick before you
What's
go.
up, girl? You're looking extra shiny and beautiful today. How you doing?
Oh, thank you, thank you. Wait, who is
Oh,
this?
heck yeah.
Uh,
That's Jay. This is Jay from Naples, Florida. You're from Miami, right?
oh, well,
What's
Broward,
going
but
on,
yeah.
girl?
What's up, Jay? How you doing, man? Let's
Chilling.
keep it clean. That's the only thing I was gonna say, cause kids do watch the show. But other than
Yeah.
that, we're good, man. How you doing?
No, I'm just chilling. Yeah, we're all good.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, I mean that's where I'm at right now. You catching it in, cause I got 15 more minutes, so good. But talk to me. What
That's
do you think
it.
of OTAs? What do you think about us talking about Ramsey and Sealer, like as
I'm
far
not.
as trades and stuff?
Listen, I'm not gonna front. Like I have no. I don't even watch football. Like I'm. That's crazy, right? I'm on the wrong channel, huh? Listen, I just saw it. I was browsing. I seen that beautiful face here. I just want to say what's up. Shout out. And yeah, I'm gonna I'll hop off, let you do your thing with the football. All right, I don't want to like torpedo your show. So
No,
yeah,
you're good, man. We're here for the fans too.
yeah. I didn't
What
come here to
sport do you
fight.
like?
I didn't come here to fight at all.
I don't fight. What do you mean?
Good, good.
This is very welcoming. What sport do you like?
Mm, that's a good question. I don't know. I like target practicing, like guns. I like shooting some right at the rifle range. How about you?
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, it just depends on which one I want to use and train with, but yeah, it's not I like that too. That's
Cool.
a not as popular sporting event, I would say, but
It's really not a sporting event. Let's be honest. Yeah, it's not even sports. So I guess yeah, yeah. How's the Dolphins doing though?
well, we're in a little predicament. We're not spending any money in the off season, and right
No.
now we're just finishing off. We just finished OTAs, organized team activities. So, and we got a few guys that are looking into getting traded, or perhaps will be getting traded. So that's going to be very interesting, and we got
Yeah.
to see exactly how that works. But yeah, so far it's a start of a rebuild. That's where the Dolphins are in reality. It's a start of a rebuild.
Yeah, they could be a good team.
Yeah, that's what I want. I want us to be a good team. It's not gonna be easy, that's for sure. But can we do it? Yes. We just have to be
Right.
smart about it and not what do you call it? Not um put ourselves behind the eight ball again. I think that's one of the things we've been dealing with, putting ourselves behind the eight ball, which is what I was just talking about before you came up. But yeah, like as long as we have, you know, the team does the right decisions, we should be good. We should be good. What's up, Cap? I see you, sir, in the back.
Caps in the back.
Yep, Cap for life. How
Hello.
you doing, Cap?
Hello. Good morning. How are you?
Good
Miss Phins, where
morning.
have you been?
Uh,
Hey,
dealing with life, dude. Dealing with life.
hey, is that a Pepsi Rolex?
Oh yeah, it
Uh,
is. It's a Pepsi Rolex. Yes,
Ah, I'm trying to get a Hulk one, man.
a Hulk.
a Hulk one.
A green one. Well, they
Yeah,
call
the
it a
Green
Curry.
Hulk. Yes, it's a Submariner. Submariner Hulk. Am I right?
Uh,
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
well, Rolex have nicknames, man. It's just it's a
The,
Rolex thing. He knows. He knows.
the,
I'm
yeah, the
surprised.
Daytona one is the one. The Daytona, man. If you can get a Daytona, woo.
you're funny. What? Don't leave. Oh, Jay, don't. That was a joke. Jay, don't leave. Oh, where are you? Oh, you're showing us. Okay.
Oh,
That's
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 my
like
gold.
pretty.
15.
That's a gold
Bro,
sub.
that's like 15 stacks, bro. At least.
No, it's more than that. It's a gold
Yeah, yeah, at
sub.
least.
It's 35 grand. That's
Yeah.
35 G's, bro.
Hell yeah.
That's
I like it.
beautiful. That's beautiful.
Yeah, I like it.
Definitely
Thank
beautiful.
you. Yeah, I'm into the Rolexes. That's it.
Oh, so you really like the the watches? Yeah, I like watches too. But I'm
Yeah,
on the
they're
phone.
They're
My
cool.
investment.
my dad loves watches, so I
Yeah, they
like
could hold
watches.
their value sometimes. Yeah, they could.
It depends, though. Yeah, he
No,
taught me early
Rolexes
how to detect
definitely do.
the real. Oh, Rolexes do. He taught me how to detect the fake one very easily, and I was like, oh, okay. Well, now I know. Thanks, Dad. And
It's
That's a
I was
getting
great
harder and
segue.
harder. They're
Hey,
replicating them.
that's a great segue though, man. Like
What's that?
counterfeit and what counterfeit and the rise and increase of value. Have we lost our increase in value as an organization?
as a Dolphins, I think
Oh
so.
shoot. On what?
As a Dolphins, yes. I think we have. I
Mm.
think we're no longer, a place where players want to come because we just seem like a hot mess. But that's just me. That's what I'm seeing. So they're asking how much is a submariner? 10K?
Oh, the
Oh, it
stainless ones
varies.
are like 12. A stainless one's like 12 grand. Yeah, but a gold one, no, it's like 35. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I had a
that's
I had a stainless. They're kind of boring. The stainless subs are a little boring. It's just like black. You know what I mean? Black and stainless steel.
What do you think
what?
about Jacob's watches? Jacob is a little
Um,
bit less boring.
Jacob and Co.
Yeah,
Those are a little wild. Not my
those
style.
are wild. Bro.
They're wild.
Okay, boys, because I got to skedaddle and I don't wanna
All right.
torpedo this too much. But Jay, because I know you're what is it? You lover of sports, right? Because you just said that. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But you do still
Yeah,
watch the
Jay.
Dolphins,
Yeah,
all
that's
right?
me.
You still watch the Dolphins from time to
I
time, right?
lied. I'm not from Naples. I'm actually from Pittsburgh.
You're a Steelers fan?
I guess. Yeah, you can call me that.
Well, it's okay. My brother's a Steelers fan. I'm going to the Steelers
Oh,
Dolphins game this year, so
nice.
I get it.
Wait, where? Pittsburgh? You're coming to Pittsburgh,
It's in Pittsburgh,
or you're
yes.
going to?
No.
Dang,
It's in Pittsburgh.
AccuSure. What's it called? AccuSure Stadium now, or something like
It'll
that.
always be Heinz Field for me, so I'll never call it whatever it is that it's called.
Yeah,
Um,
Heinz Field, exactly.
it's Heinz Field. It'll always be Heinz Field. Period.
Yeah, what the heck
So
is AccuSure? I mean, you can't even get.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
but yeah, I'm excited to go. My brother's a huge fan. Troy Polamalu is his favorite player ever. So they play the
Oh
same
yeah, Troy
position.
was cool. Yeah, he's Hawaiian, right?
I think so. I think so. If
Yeah.
I'm not mistaken. So But okay, well, give me if well since you're from Pittsburgh, Mister Pittsburgh, you must have heard of the Aaron Rodgers news. What'd you think about that?
Oh,
He
that
just signed.
that Ben Roethlisberger okay.
No, no,
Yeah.
no, no,
Yep.
no. The Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers.
What
He
the
just signed.
hell?
Aaron
No.
Rodgers just
What
signed.
year are you in, man? You got to watch on.
Huh?
He's talking about Ben, not Big Ben. We're talking about Aaron Rodgers that just got signed by the Steelers
When?
yesterday, if I'm not
yesterday.
mistaken.
Is that that's a good thing, right? Is that good?
I mean, I you have veteran position, a veteran, that's for sure. I'll give you that.
Hmm.
You definitely have a veteran presence with Aaron Rodgers. Personally, I can stand him, but you have a veteran presence, that's for sure.
Yeah, let's
That's
see how
not
that goes,
too
man.
not too shabby. What's up, Mr. Polk?
Mr. Poe?
Good morning, Miss Phins. Good morning, Cap for Life. And I get it.
How
I
you
just want to
doing?
say something real quick.
Go ahead.
Regardless of what moves we make, and me and Cap have talked about this on other podcasts. Regardless of the moves that we make, until this front office gets their act together. I say act, not the other word. Until they get
Mhm.
their act together, we're going to be in a stuck position until they straighten up, or we just clean house. Period. And I'm not saying that to be casting a dark cloud over the Miami Dolphins, but that's where we at right now. Until we clean house or the front office makes some 360 changes, we're in a bad position, even with the talented players that we just picked up. So I'm gonna go quiet because I know you got to go in a little bit.
Yeah, no, no, no. We're about to go now, but I think you bring up a good point. We have to clean it up until the Dolphins do clean it up. This is gonna be a hot mess. Period. So we'll see how it ends up, how they end up fixing it for us. At the end of the day, I'm hoping that the Dolphins can figure it out. That's mostly where I'm at. If the Dolphins can get their act together, and it's not all doom and gloom, but we got to take care of our business, and it starts by taking care of the guys that we have to take care of, like a sack sealer, like a um guy who's gonna be, in my opinion, a great opportunity for you. Look at that, just a couple thou. Hey, listen, we accept donations via Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Okay, that'll help me get to some of these games I want to go to. So there you go, Jay. But you're hilarious, dude.
Just
You're
doing some
hilarious.
scrapping. I'm just doing some scrap. That's all.
All right, you gotta do you. But I appreciate you subbing to the show and supporting for sure, man.
Yeah, actually,
Um,
hold on. Let me hop off and so I don't forget this channel and sub real quick. Hey, thanks for having me
yeah.
on.
No,
All right,
my
take it
pleasure.
easy.
And you know what? We talk all sports. We obviously
Okay.
it's a Dolphin channel, but we talk the entire
All right.
NFL. We talk back. Well, I just started the show today talking about basketball, game one of the Pacers, and what do you call it? And also Stanley Cup game two that's coming on tonight. So we
Nice.
definitely love it. So it definitely go ahead and sub. I appreciate you, Jay. Thank you so
Yeah,
much for
thank you.
coming up here.
Yep. See you.
hmm Ladies and gentlemen, we are the world. We are the children. Everybody's welcome. Oh God, no, no, no! I love it. I love everybody having an opportunity here. I told you, as long as you don't break the rules, you keep it clean. I don't mind talking about other stuff, but I do got to skedaddle. But because today was Friday and I got a little extra time to burn, I'm like, I can do a little extra longer for y'all. You know what I mean? Finn Posse, you kind of got it, man. There's a lot going on. I know we dealt with a lot of injuries, but you know me, and we'll be going back and forth, which I think I got a perfect day and time for us. For our show, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know, please do me a favor. Go to Finn's Posse Podcast. Go subscribe to him. Amazing, amazing content. But him and I are going to be teaming up fairly soon to do a show, a weekly show. So go check that out. That's going to be a lot of fun. It's gonna be it's gonna be fun because although we do agree in a lot of points, we also disagree in a lot of points. So it's gonna be fun talking it out, with someone else. So thank you so much. But definitely, guys, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't done so already. I appreciate all of you guys. You guys are the best, of course. It's Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Right? Oh man. So do me a favor if you haven't done so already, hit the like button, share, subscribe. Tell your friends to also come here and hit that like button too, guys. Tell them as well, and also subscribe. And like I said, we have a hopium fund that helps us get to training camp, and it also helps us, get to the games for the season to bring you guys more content. So if you guys haven't had a chance, go ahead and donate Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. 100% of your donations from those come here. YouTube, they love to take half, but it's okay. 50% of something is better than 100% of nothing. That's what my grandfather used to tell my dad, which then in turn told me. So definitely, definitely, I appreciate all the blessings through super chats, super things, super stickers, all that stuff. Mwah! Thank you guys for your support. It really does help out the channel so much. So much, man. We got almost 100 of you guys in the building. So thank you so much. If you haven't come here, Big C, you going live? I'm sure he is. I'm sure he is. 10 o'clock, guys. Go check him out. Thank you, Mr. Polk. Absolutely. Absolutely. Appreciate y'all. Guys, again, go sub to Finn Posse Podcast over there. And I will catch you guys on Monday. It is what do you call it? It's gonna be a very interesting season. But we're gonna be here for it. You know what I mean? It may sound like I'm dark and gloomy right now, but it's not. I'm not trying to be dark and gloomy. It's just I want to bring awareness to what my concerns are, and let's see how the Dolphins do in addressing those concerns. Because again, we want to win. I want to win a Super Bowl. I don't care who gets me there, guys. I want to be able to throw that Super Bowl in everybody's face and let them know that we're the greatest. I mean, we're already the greatest, and most legendary team in the NFL. But besides that, I want to be able to, mm, in my lifetime, hoist that Lombardi and enjoy it. And I don't care who gets me there. I just want to win a Super Bowl. So let's go ahead and let's support this team because that's why I always say, guys, and you know my motto, you know what I say. When you're a Miami Dolphin fan, ladies and gentlemen, we win together, we lose together. Dolphins for life. So, hey, gotta stick to it, okay? But anyway, guys, I gotta go and skedaddle. I appreciate all of you guys. I will see you guys on Monday. Mini camp starts next week. Mandatory mini camps. Let's keep an eye out on Sealer if he does hold out and by getting, trying to get more money. Let's see about Ramsey as well. Let's see, man, even Tyreek sometimes I question him, but we'll see. But he'll be there. What's the other one? John Smith. Let's see if those guys hold out because with the mandatory mini camp guys, they get fined every single day they're not there. And it goes up. I think it starts at 15K and then just kind of just keeps going and keeps going and keeps going. So we'll see if they show up or not. But, anyways, guys, as always, take care. Have a great, safe weekend. Enjoy yourselves. Have fun. And I will see you on Monday. Bye bye.